like this you can extract out the particular value from the response. Now you need to set like to where this part need to be set. So my target again on the divide request, then the property here is the request, and then the place expart. Oh, now you can see here the value was taken out as 30. I update it here as, let's say, now 10:30, and if I send the request, now it is 40. And then if you come to the dynamic property, and then again if you execute this, you will see the value is getting updated as 40. Oh, now you can see here it's synced, and then my test run is here. So here you can see all these steps, pass failed status, and then inside that you can see more information, the time taken, the waterfall, all this information are there. Hi to all the quality engineers out there, and welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel, QE Bro. So as I promised, today also I am back with another video, and today is our last video on the API testing playlist, which we were continuing for last couple of months. And also, yeah, last week we did the beginners part on the SoapUI, and today we can check more advanced stuff on the SoapUI, and we can close the playlist from here for the API testing part. So yeah, so this is the same project which we created last week, the SOAP project. So I will start from there. And also, if you can remember, I just touched some areas related to the properties here. So when we select different items like the project, or then the request interfaces, then the test suite, likewise, then here the properties will change. And also for today I will discuss about how we can create these custom properties or user defined properties, and then how you can access those things via your test suites. Okay, so here if you go to this each option again, like if you are in the project, and here you will see another place, like there are two types inside the properties, project properties and the custom properties. So if you go to the custom properties tab, here you will see the plus icon where you can add a new property for your project level, or else here you can double click on the project level, and then it will open this new tab, and on the tab also you will see the properties. Here it will open, it's the same custom properties option which you will see here as well. So either you can edit it from opening this particular window, or else you can use this particular the properties tab at the bottom. Both will work as the same. So yeah, let me add one property. So I will like try to add the same property name at different places with different values, and then I will access the value using our test case. So then when I change it the level, you will see how the value will get changed. Since like all our test cases are for the calculator, we can pass some integers. So yeah, I will create the properties with some integer values. First, let's say I will create the name as number, and let's say the value is 10. And then when you add it here, you will see at the custom properties also the same thing will be added as number 10. So here these are like the key value pairs. The key is number and the value is 10. Then from your test case, you can access this particular value using this particular key. And since this is at project level, you need to keep remind of that as well, because when we access a key, first we need to give what level, like project level, then the key likewise. Then if you go to the test suite level, at the test suite level also, if you double click here, it will open this new window, and for that also you will see the properties. For this also I will add the same key number, but this time the value I will give as, let's say, since last time we gave 10, here I will give as 20. Now here also again you will see it will be updated. So now we know how to add a property at the project level, then at the test suite level. Then let's try out at the test case level as well. Again I double click it, and here I will see the properties plus, and then I will add the same one, number, the value I will give as 30. And then here you can see the same added. Okay. So then the last level at the test step level. For adding a property at the test step level, it's a bit different, not like updating it from the properties. Instead, you can go to the test steps option and then right click it here, and then you will see option called add steps. So under the add step, you will see an option called the properties. So this is the place how you can add a custom property at your test step level. So again, right click on the test steps, add step, and then the properties. Then for this you can give a property name as well. So I will give this as, let's say, step level. This you can give any name. And then here now you can see it added as a separate option with the name which we gave, and then the familiar window where you can add your custom properties. Here I will give the same, the key value pair. So this time I will give the value as 40. Okay, so now we have added the same key with 4 different values at 4 different places. So why we have this option like different places? Because it's like the access level. If you add it at the test step level, that can be accessed only through this test step. If you add a property at test case level, all the steps inside the test case can use the same. Then if you add a property at the test suite level, all the test cases and the test steps inside this test suite can access it. Same for the project. If there are multiple test suites, so then you can add the property at the project level, then the property will be shared between all these test suites. Okay. So likewise, you can create this custom properties or the user defined properties. Okay, the next step is like how we can access these properties. So here when you want to send the request, we normally update the values here like this, and then we send the request, and then on here the result you will see the result. Okay, so now let's say I want to update it here. So first time I want to access the property which we added at the project level. So the value was 10. So here if I update here the value, the integer value, the b value, so then since it will take value 10 and 10 plus 5, the answer should be 15 if it takes this particular project value. To access the custom properties, first of all you need to put the $sign, and then you can give the 2 curly braces, and now here you can access all your custom properties. But here now again, as I mentioned, to access a key, first you need to give at which level the key is stored. If it is at the project level, you can give the hashtag, then you need to give project, then again a hashtag, then your key. So here our key is, here at the bottom you can see the key name is number. So I will access it as number. Okay, so again, first you need to put the $sign, 2 curly braces, then with the hashtag you give the level, so project level, then with another hashtag you give the key, the number. Okay, so if I execute this now, you will see now the XML value, okay, it's 15, so it's correct. And again, if you want to check it, you can go to the logs here. Let's say the HTTP log, and then in HTTP log you can see the request, and then item B value here we gave as project number, but it was replaced with the value 10 taken from this the saved key value pair, and it's in the request. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now you know how to access these the key value pairs. Then again, let's say the next level we add it at the test suite level. So to change that, here we can change the first hashtag test suite. So here we put the value as 20. So now the result should be 20 plus 5, 25. Okay, 25. And then again, if you go to the HTTP logs, here you will see the value updated to 20. Then next one at the test step level. So at step level, sorry, test case level. The test case level we added the value as 30. So here we need to update as test case. Then if I execute, this time value should be 35. Okay, 35. And here if you check, the value is 30. So likewise, you can access these key value pairs at the project level, test suite level, and the test case level. But for the test step level, it is different. So because at test step level, the way we add the properties is also different. We had to right click and then add step, then properties. For that particular option, we gave a name called step level. So this is the name which you need to update here. So not like test step level, not here test step, but the name which we gave to this particular option. So step level. Then same, the key name, the number. So here we gave as 40. So the result should be 45. Okay, we have a problem here. Let's check out that. Okay. Okay, now you can see, yeah, this is good. Like we can debug it as well. So, okay, so for the B value, it's didn't take. So this particular option didn't work correctly. And here, if you check the error as well. Okay, now here the issue is like I forgot here for the step level, you don't need to put this hashtag. Without the hashtag, you can directly access this called the step level, then the hashtag and the key name, the number. Okay, so now you can see it will pass here now and the value it showed us as 45. So that was the problem. For the step level, you don't need to put the hashtag. So that's how you can create your custom properties or the user defined properties and then access those from your test cases. I hope it was clear. Okay. Then there is another option, like let's say when we have request chains. First we need to send one request. From the response we will extract out some value, and the same value we need to, let's say, send in another request. For example, in a login scenario, first we need to send the login request, then we will get the response maybe with the cookie or the session ID. Then we will use this session ID or the cookie ID, cookie value, for all the subsequent requests. So in that case, first we can send the first request and then we can store this value in a user defined property. But this case, the property need to be created or need to be updated every time when the test is executed with the new values, and then saving part need to be handled through the first request. So let's see now how you can do that. So now you know like how you can create these hard coded properties, but now let's see how you can create these dynamic properties or how to update these values dynamically through a test. Okay, so now let's see how we can do the dynamic property transfer. So here I create a new test suite like with the 4 different steps. So then I can send the add request, and then on the response I can extract out the value, and then I can reuse the same value for my divide request likewise. So for do that also you can go to the test steps level and then right click add step. Here you will see the option called the property transfer. So using this property transfer you can do this dynamic property updates. So you can give a name. So I will give as dynamic property for this option, and now you can see it added another test step here. So in this view here also you will see the plus icon. So then you can create the key. So I will, let's say, give as value to store my value, and then now you can see the source and target. There are two options. So the source means from where you need to extract out the value. So in this case I will extract out the value from my add request. Okay, let's say I will send as 10 and 24 values, and then I will send the response. From the response I need to extract out the result as 30, and this value 30 I need to send to my divide request. Okay. So here in this case my source is add request. The property here is on my response, or else you can take it from request or any other place like this. So I will take it from the response, and then from where using XPath, jQuery or JSON path you can go with. I will go with my XPath option here. Then we can write the XPath for the add result. Since add result, the value will be inside the object add result, and that will be inside the object add response. So those two you need to write like this. So then add response, then add result, then since the value we need to extract out, I will use the text method as well. So like this you can extract out the particular value from the response So then if I run it, now you will see the error called missing the target property. So it's because here this part is empty. Now you need to set like to where this part need to be set. So my target, again you will see the same options. So since I need to send it on the divide request, then the property here is the request and then the place XPath. So then I can go to the divide request and let's say I want to send it as int a here. So then here this also inside int a and that is inside the divide object. So again I will go to the dynamic property and here I can give the XPath. So here it's divide and here it should be int a and you don't need the text. Oh, now you can see here the value was taken out as 30. So here we send that request, the value is 30, and if I update it here as let's say now 10:30, and if I send the request, now it is 40, and then if you come to the dynamic property, and then again if you execute this, you will see the value is getting updated as 40. The same thing you can do it on the scripts level as well, like you can add a groovy script. So then the groovy script also you can write these things to set the properties and to you get your properties as well. And then here if you come to the divide request, here you can see it dynamically updated value as 40 for this particular place. Again let's try out. So here I will update again as 40 now. Now the value will be 10 into 10 plus 40. The result should be 50. Okay, now you can see the result is 50. Now if you go into the divide request, dynamic property, and if you execute this here, you can see it will update. And then if you go to the divide request again, you will see here, it automatically updated the value into the 50. So likewise, you can do your request chaining from the UI level and also using the script level. Here to add any groovy scripts, you can go to the add step again, and then here there will be option called the groovy script. You can add a groovy script as well as a step, and then here you can write your groovy scripts. So using the groovy script, if you want to like to log anything, you can use this log info method. Let's say hello world. Then if you execute it here on the logs, you can see the output. Likewise, you can play with the groovy script as well. So I'm not going to touch this groovy script because this is not related. So if you know about the groovy script, so then using the groovy, you can play with these the options as well. Other than that, here if you go to add step, there are other options as well, the soap, JDBC, graph. Likewise, there are different options. You can add delays as well. All these options are available for you to edit at the step level too. So I think it was clear. So now you know how to add your custom or user defined properties and also how to do dynamic property updates as well. Then if you last time we discussed like how you can run these test cases at different level, at the step level, case level, suite level, likewise. And there's another option like if you come to your test suite, and then if you right click here, you will see the option called launch test runner. So this is another place where you can run your test. So then here you can select your test suite and which test cases. So let's say let's go with all. Whether you need to run it with UI enabled or disabled, that means like on the terminal, and then the test runner path, those options. Then if you need to override anything, then your reports, JUnit results, then the properties, the global properties you can override from here. And if there are any custom arguments, then let's launch it. And here now you can see it will open this particular window, and here there will be some commands which will be useful for you to run later this using terminal itself. So here you need to go to this particular directory, and then inside the directory you can execute this particular line. So then you can run this particular test suite using the command line as well. For example, let me show you. I need to go to this bin directory, so I need to open my command prompt, and then I can give this particular path. So inside the bin, then So here it says the directory and then the command. I will first extract this out. So here cmd, then I will use the testrunner.bat, then my project name, the test suite, and then here the path to the saved the location. So I saved my project in this particular folder, that one. So likewise you can use in this command. Now you can see you can run it on the terminal as well, because if you have huge number of test cases or test steps, then if you use the SoapUI, the UI option, then sometimes the UI will not be much stable, since it will take much memory and then it might crash. So that can cause your tests to fail, and uh, it will waste your time as well. So in that case, you can use the SOAP UI to create all your test cases, test steps, and assertions, everything. But later when you run it, you can use the terminal instead. Because since there is no UI here, it will be it won't take much memory. So all your memory will be saved for your executing your test cases. So you can see all these running steps, and then so this you can ignore file not found error, and then you can see uh, that execution was completed. So that's how you can use the test runner option, and also how to run it on the terminal instead of using the UI. Then the last option we have is the API monitor. So if you go to the project, and then here you will see the option called monitor APIs at the bottom. So if you go to the monitor APIs, here first you need to register on this site. So you can give your email, and then you can create a password, and then you can create your account. So this is API monitoring with AlertSite. So AlertSite is another smartware product, but since with this free license, you can use it for only for 3 APIs for free for the monitoring. For other things you need to buy the license. I will wait till it connect, and yeah, okay, it connected quickly, and then here now you can see it connected using this account, and then the disconnect option, and then you can go and add the monitors. Okay, so here like you can add, as I mentioned, only 3 monitors. You can select the project, and then you can select what is the test suite you need, and then for which test cases, and then you can create a monitor name as well if available, and the plan. So and then the duration every 60 minutes. I let Okay, so here since we didn't have any existing monitor name, so I will create a new monitor. So I will create as sample monitor, and then edit. Now you can see my sample monitor is created, the status, those information are there. And then again, if you need to add another monitor, you can go and do the same. So then here you can see the click here option. So let's click it to see the additional information. Then you need to sign in using the created account. Okay, so now you can see the dashboard option here, and then you can go to the monitors, and here you will see all this information. Select the monitor type, and then my created sample monitor. Here you can see currently no data is available, but when there is anything, so those things will be updated, like the last run, response time, all this information will be synced from your collection to the monitor scene. And then other information, all your runs, alert logs, those information will be here. Let's say Oh, now you can see here it's synced, and then my test run is here. So here you can see all these steps, pass failed status, and then inside that you can see more information, the time taken, the waterfall, all this information are there. So then other than that, currently no logs. So yes, so likewise you can create more monitors, but as I mentioned, it depends on your license. So for us, we can have only 3 free API monitoring here. So that's how you can create your API monitoring with AlertSite, another smart bear product integration. So yeah, I think we can stop from here for today, and we discussed a lot of things related to SoapUI as well. So now you know some advanced stuff as well, like how to create user-defined properties, and then how to use dynamic property transfers for request chaining, and also how to use the test runner and how to run these things on the terminal, and finally how to monitor your APIs with AlertSite. I think these things will be enough for your day-to-day tasks and some additional things as well for you to play with your API testing. So I think we can stop from here. As I mentioned, so this is our last video on API testing playlist. So stay tuned till next week. We can start on a fresh playlist from next week on our journey to become a full stack quality engineer. So please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, please don't forget to share this with your friends as well. And see you till next week, and happy testing.